people who haven't checked out your band, describe your band in 2 or 3 words.
I would say energetic, diverse. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. Fun.
Fun.
I don't know. That's
It's hard to
It's
explain.
hard.
We have songs that sound completely different than every single other one. We kind of just, I don't know, when we write a song, it's just kind of how we feel at that moment. So it's hard to describe every
It's kinda hard to describe
sound
music in words, I
in a
think,
few
to be
words.
honest.
Yeah. So I suggest if you haven't heard us, check it out on YouTube, and then let us know what you think it sounds like.
You guys started touring when you were really young. What was that like?
Oh, it was cool. It was probably funny for the other bands that we were on tour with. I mean, I started touring when I was like 13 or 14, and we were on tour with bands that were like 28 to 30. So I'm sure being on tour with me was very weird and interesting, but I mean, it was a lot of fun for us. We got to see a lot of cool places at such a young age, so it was awesome.
Yeah, pretty crazy just driving around the country when you're 18, just going for it.
Yeah, I have no
Pretty
idea
weird.
what to do, how to act, and you just kind of go for it and learn from your experiences and stuff like that.
You guys have been together for about 13 years now. Does that make it difficult to write new material?
I think recently our style has kind of changed, so it's kind of given us new ways to experiment, new sounds and stuff like that. So I think every record kind of sounds different. So
We usually wait a little bit in between albums, like
Yeah.
usually a year and a half about. So usually that
You
gives
start
enough
listening
time
to-
build.
you start listening to new music and stuff like that. So it gives you inspiration in other ways. So
You were signed to Epitaph. Did you have a bit of a tough time when you guys split with the label?
I mean, yeah, it was tough at first trying to like fund your own records and stuff like that, but we did a thing called like an Indiegogo campaign where you help raise money to like from our
It's like
fans.
selling your
pretty
album
much.
before it comes out, kind of.
It's like a
so you
huge
can raise
pre-order
money
in a
for
way.
it.
So we ended up trying to ask for just $15,000 to record and shoot a music video, and we ended up raising I think $30,000, $45,000. So that kind of gave us like a jump start to like doing things on our own.
The EP you came up with then was Oak Island.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
And for me, that's like, I don't know, it's like one of my favorite albums.
Nice,
It's like the
dude.
sickest. I think I argue with Mike Bauer between Oak Island and Younger Dreams. They're
Nice,
kinda like,
perfect. Back and
wow,
forth.
what? So,
Us
so-
too, man.
But did that freedom from the label sort of like help
Yeah.
produce? I mean,
Kind
I mean,
of.
it's stellar
I
stuff.
don't know how directly it would impact it, but I think it kind of did. It lets you kind of, you don't have to like
Rush.
feel like you're writing music.
Because
for
when you're on-
outside source.
Yeah, well that, and when we were on Epitaph, we kind of like, they put us in the studio and we had 5 weeks to do the entire thing. When we did it ourselves, we were doing it throughout a period of like 5 months, pretty much. So like, we just had more time to work on the songs. Even at the end, I guess we were rushed mixing it and doing vocals and stuff like that. But you had more time to actually write the songs, which is cool.
Younger Dreams blew my mind. The melodies are amazing. It's more melodic than most of your stuff. Did you do that consciously, or was it a natural
I
progression?
don't know if we tried to do it. I think we had more songs to experiment with. So like Oak Island only has 6 tracks, so we kind of kept it pretty moderate, I guess. But with Younger Dreams, we get to experiment with maybe a little heavier stuff and some more melodic, kind of chiller stuff, like the song Younger Dreams.
Yeah.
I don't know if we would have had the balls to put that on Oak Island.
Just because you don't have, yeah, when you have such
Just 'cause
little
it's such
amounts
a
of songs,
different thing.
You
But
try
when-
and please, like with an EP, you have to please like all the fans that already like you. When you have a full length, you have
Easier to
you have
take
room
risks.
for like 4 songs to experiment with and see if your fans end up liking that, like White Tiger and Younger Dreams.
Yeah.
Luckily, those are some of our bigger songs off the record, so it's nice to hear that our fans did enjoy that, which is nice.
If you could put together a dream tour, who would be on that tour with you?
I got Coldplay,
Deftones would be cool.
Deftones,
Oh man,
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry,
Miley
dude.
Cyrus.
If President Trump had asked you to play his inauguration, what would you have said?
So everyone was turning down playing his inauguration. So one day we were at the studio, kind of joking around, but like we were like, maybe we should just email and be like,
No one wants to do it, so we'll do
play.
it. Hey, buzz is buzz, I guess. Huh?
I mean, I don't know if that means you support every single thing he says. It just means you played a celebration for a new president. I don't know. I don't think any of us like back everything he says, not even close. But I don't know. It's kind of fun.
It'd be quite a big show.
Yeah,
quite the
and
big
you could
show.
play. We could play Common Ground. That'd be a nice message for everyone. Wouldn't that be a nice thing? It's just kind of funny. Everyone gets so self-righteous that they're like, oh yeah, I turned down the inauguration. You're like, okay,
Who ended up doing it?
good for you.
Three Doors
Down.
Three Doors Down.
Leave it to Three Doors
And,
Down.
Leave it to
Toby Keith.
They're Canadian.
Are they?
True.
Even better.
I don't know, yeah. I don't know.
So they had to get a Canadian band. No U.S. band was doing it. So
I mean, we were joking about asking to play, but if they hit us up,
in
it would
the end,
be a hard choice.
Probably no, but
Probably no, but probably.
deep down we were like, that'd be kind of funny and interesting.
And finally, guys, what are your main goals for this year?
To just keep writing as much music and put out hopefully a new record and more covers. And
We might do another EP. That's what we were kind of thinking.
Yeah.
We want to put something out before the summer. So, but that's creeping up on us. So it'll probably be EP or something.
yeah, definitely. But as much stuff as possible, keep touring, go to cool places, and yeah.
Cool, man. Thanks for taking the time to hang out with us and answer a couple of questions. It was really awesome.
Thanks for having us.